around as usual.
Are people going to find out the truth?
Correction, we have another story. All right.
You're resisting. Don't resist.
Davey, 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 Taco, Davey, Taco, Davey, Taco, Davey.
I hope someone finds out, figures out.
Just go to Egypt. He came, he saw, he died.
To distract. And to do it all out loud.
Davey, 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 Taco, Davey, Taco, Davey, Taco, Davey, Taco, Davey, Taco, Davey, Taco.
Hello, guys. How's it going? Yeah. I wasn't planning on doing a stream today whatsoever. Let me start by sharing some very bad news on the internet. Our friend, apparently Davey Crocco, has passed away today. I just heard about it, like, not even an hour ago or so. So it's a little bit of a shock. Now, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm doing a stream about this now because, like, my dad passed away last week, and we just buried him yesterday, and it's been a rough week. And when I came back on the internet, that was the first piece of news, I heard. So I felt, and that was, just about an hour or so ago. So I figured I'd come on and just pay, like, respects. I mean, about it. Davey, I've done a lot of songs for him, over the years for his different shows, and I've kept in touch, always kind of here and there, and I don't know, we've always kept in touch on Discord and that kind of thing, and I don't know, he was always such a nice guy. So, like, again, I don't want to really get into my own dad passing away this week on this show, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't planning on doing a stream at all for, like, a long time. Not a long time, but I was planning this week. I wasn't even planning on coming on this week at all.
Right.
Like, obviously, you probably thought I was crazy when I said we're doing a stream tonight until I told you what was going on. But, because, it's, anyways, before I forget, not that I won't forget this, obviously, but I have to say this about my father. Mr. Pettypaw did a great video about my dad. It was beautiful. I want to thank him, and yeah. So, on that note, again, I don't want to get into myself too much, other than the fact that I'm more than in the mood to, grieve with you guys about Davey today, seeing as how it happened the last week, I've been going through. But that's beside the point, although you'll understand how my mind is mush. That's what I've been telling people. Thank you to Semper and Codependent for letting me know. They both messaged me, and I couldn't figure out what they were talking about because my mind is mush, and they were like, sorry for your loss. And I was just like, how would they know my dad died? I didn't really tell anyone. I mean, I told Roots and True Wolf, but that was it. So I was like, how would they know? Anyways, so I figured it out, and it's very sad news. I don't know any details. I just found out, like I said, an hour and a half ago or something. So I know that you guys, I see Ellen there, and, there's a lot of you guys that a lot of us in the chat. I don't know. It was a small group of friends in there, and I wasn't always in the chat, but I had Davey on a lot in the background while I was doing stuff, just like a lot of the shows. And I don't always chat just because, I'm doing stuff, editing or whatever. So, but I was there a lot, listening to him, and yeah, I know all the shows he did. Yeah, like he went through a lot of shows over the years, right? I figured out that I knew Davey for 4 years. I'm sorry, I just broke this to her like just before the show, and oh, it's all right. It's not. So, anyways, before we start to, reminisce too much or talk about, Davey's different shows and how I can't remember. You guys have to tell me. I can't remember. This is embarrassing. I can't remember who. He had a partner on the Midnight Crockpot, and I can't remember who it was. I can't remember the name of that person. I didn't really watch their show that much, and then when I started to, they disappeared. It's embarrassing. You guys will be able to tell me in the chat. Yes, the body's just a transmitter. The soul is the transmission. Just because the radio breaks, it doesn't stop the radio frequency from continuing on. That's right. Yes, cheers to that. Tyrannicide. Yeah, thank you. It was Wild Smile. I'm embarrassed, but again, I'm not. You guys will forgive me. My mind is mush. I'm not, really in the right state of mind. This is why I shouldn't be doing a show today. But I figured I owed it to, our old buddy Davey. Because he was as far as internet people go, he was one of the people that I kept in touch with for the longest on a regular basis, and did work with for whatever, remember we did the Vox Day thing where I pretended to go to Vox Day's stupid place.
He played a game like
he came on. Semper, it was the first, Semper and him did the Wheel of Fortune, and Davey thought it was a setup because Semper was a bear. And I just met Davey, like I had just met him, so Davey, that was like about 3 years ago or something, but yeah, 4 years we've kind of been in touch with Davey there, and yeah, so, but yeah, the spooky Sundays. So we'll give him a cheers here. Oh, I'll get a little ginger ale too. Just to chase this, a little tequila. With my dad's passing, all of the family were here. Everyone just left this morning. And so there's all kinds of booze around here, that we never drink. So it's handy on a note like this. So look, way too young. Ridiculously too young. A good man. Cheers to Davey Crocco. Proper. There we go. Lovely. Well, I guess the best thing to do would be, other than talk about Davey, play some of the songs, I guess, over the years that I've done. Because there was one show that he was going to do with this girl, Vanessa Valentine, I think her name was. And if I got that wrong, I feel bad, because I always got that name wrong.
I don't.
Anyways, it was this girl, I think, from Australia, and it didn't work out, but I did a song for them, and, that was nice. And I still see her posting, and, I don't really know what happened there, but whatever, it was just, yeah, be Smiley, and that's the thing. He refused to bow down to censorship. He was the most, he had, how many channels did he go through? And I know he always liked the video I did for him, because in one of the videos I captured a still shot of, when he had over 10,000 subs on YouTube before they shut him down, because he got into the algorithm. He got into the algorithm with the Jesse Smollett story. Right. Really, that's when he really kind of blew up, I believe. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe that was just the first time I came across him. I could be wrong with that too, but let's see here. Yeah, Shaggy, I really doubt he did get the jab. That's, on the internet, he was like myself, where we were very much against it. And, myself, I can only tell you that I walk the walk as much as I talk the talk. Listen, I only wore a mask twice ever myself. That was to take her for cancer treatment one weekend when my dad was in the hospital. Just this last week, I wore a mask. No problems. Other than that, I just wouldn't quit my job. Took my kid to school. But when there's certain things that you have to do, you do it, and that's fine. But I don't know what Davey's situation was, and that's it would be unfortunate if you had to do it for work or something like that. But that's. But the other thing was, I mean, look, we don't need to start, well, I don't really feel like starting to make allegations just because that path doesn't lead to good places from what I've known in the past about everything like that. Anyways, but, there you go. Spooky Sundays was how I introduced my buddies to Dave. Yeah, and that was a good, that was a good starter for sure, I suppose, because, because he went hard in there, deep down, and he, like B. Smiley said, he never held back. He didn't bow to censorship, and that was the way it went, and he faced the consequences, and he didn't whine about it, too much. I mean, obviously, all of us do to some extent because that's what we do. It's part of the show. Because it's fun, to fight against the platform or the man, like they're trying to shut you down. That's part of the act. It's not really an act, but it's part of the deal. But but he really didn't. It's amazing he was on YouTube at all. But I guess near the end he wasn't. But that's why, That's yeah. On that note, how about I, before I start rambling on too much about it, I'll play one of the songs. Maybe I'll play the Spooky Sunday song you guys seemed. So I played the original song I did for Davey Crocco, and anyways, I'm sorry. I'm still just. It's shocking.
Well, yeah.
There's gonna be apparently there's gonna be a memorial service on the 5th of May. I might be wrong with that. I'll have to look on the Discord again. Possibly a video service.
Right.
I mean that's wild. That's one thing we didn't think of with my dad's funeral. My dad never owned a computer, or did he ever think about that kind of stuff? But
Right.
Which was.
But it was packed.
Oh my God, my dad's funeral was ridiculously packed. If I can talk about, I guess I will talk about that for a second. I can't help it, since there will be literally like 2 or 3 people watching that were there, and I, thank you so much for being there. Steve, Mr. Pettypaw, and Jonathan Anderson. Thank you so much for being there, but it was packed. My dad was a teacher, a junior high teacher, or whatever, elementary school, and in a small town, and he taught a lot of people, and I can't even go through my messages on Facebook right now. I'm hoping to get to that tomorrow. But it was a very large turnout. So, anyways, Ruse, yeah, I know. He just got here. What happened? Yeah, Davey Crocco passed away, as well as I, had my father's funeral this weekend. So, this is it's a grieving day here on the Irrational Times channel. I wasn't planning on doing a stream. I'll say that one more time. I was taking the week off.
You get to share it. We've been crying.
We've been crying for days. So I'm not planning on doing any crying on stream. I'll leave that for the lovely assistant. But rest assured,
Thank you.
Rest assured you can use your.
I can pick up the slack on that.
Yeah, and believe me, I don't mind admitting to that. Obviously, there's only a couple times in a man's life where it's completely okay to cry, and that's dog dies or father or mother. Anyways, regardless. So it's grieving day here, but yeah, we aren't certain of any of the details. Hey, Paul, how's it going? And yeah, Elle, thank you so much, Elle. But the point was, it was so overwhelming at my dad's funeral because there was such a big turnout. Some of the people I hadn't seen for 30 years, since I was a kid or teenager or whatever, and everything went so fast. It's like, I just really wish I could have spoken to some of those people just a little bit longer, that day. It just, because there was so many people, I feel like no one wanted to take anyone's attention for more than a couple minutes, and I get it. It's just the way it was, and that's the way it is in general for every funeral. It's not, Anyways, so yeah, today we're mourning the loss of Davey Crocco here. It's wild. That's the first thing I came back to on the internet today, was hearing about that, basically. Very sad news.
Super cool fun trip.
Here, before we play the song, it sounds like there's...
Super cool fun trip.
Oh, the Killing Joke. Hey,
The
man.
Killing Joke donated $10. One love.
Oh, hey, Joke. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. And I saw your comment in Discord, too, after I posted that. I really appreciate that, man. You know, it's... Again, I try to keep, you know, the private life a little bit private, you know, but... Again, at the same time, what I'm learning is, you know, I'm only been doing this a few years. I'm still learning, is that I have to give you guys the respect of letting you in on what's going on sometimes in my life when I disappear for a week, you know, 'cause especially when it's not like last month when I just needed to clean the house. I probably should have let everyone know that before I left. I just dropped off the face of the earth, you know, because I appreciate you guys a lot, and you know, and it's when stuff like this happens, it's like it takes something like this to happen to kind of snap me out of my blinders and just be like, well, you know what, maybe I should probably, I don't know, just try to be a little more considerate, you know. Both, you know, well, whatever in the real world. I don't feel the same way about that in the real world, to be honest.
They care about you too.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed.
Super cool fun trip.
Oh no, the Killing Joke is giving
Super
more
cool
love.
fun trip.
The Killing Joke donated $10. More love.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate the love, man. And yeah, it's that was it was so nice to see some of the old family and some friends, mostly old family that I hadn't seen in a long time. But anyways, where was I? Let's see here. Oh my God, G Spices! I found Davey when he did as the Bear Turn series. That was one of the better things that you know. That was one of the, because I mean, it's not like Davey had produced videos too often, but when he did that, that was amazing. You know, he was usually a live guy, you know, right? But he did do some videos already, and when he did, it was very good. It was very good. But let's see here. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find the songs here. So we started off with the original Davy Crocco song. Let's see here. Pause this. You'll have to excuse me on that. Just trying to get my bearings here. Oh, when you say out of practice, you mean it. But anyways, so I think the next, I can't remember. I'm trying to think here. The second song I did must have been Spooky Sunday, I think. No, I don't remember what order I did it in. But how about this? Order be damned, it doesn't really matter. Point being, here's one of the songs I did for Dave, one of the shows Davy Crocco did, and Spooky Sunday. So we'll come back and talk some more in a second. calm down with those sounds. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that was one of the songs I did for Spooky Sunday. Ironically, I don't think that's. I forgot. I don't think that was the one he used. I think he used another one, or I can't. I can't remember now. Cause, anyways, whatever. I made another one for him for Spooky Sunday as well. But we should. Yeah, we should find As the Bear Turns. Let's see if I saw some links in the chat. Was that for As the Bear Turns? Let me see. Or is that just his channel? Because I want to see if I can find As the Bear Turns. Oh, there's this, yeah, okay. I'm just going to type that in and see if I can find it. I guess I better put in his name, too, otherwise, let's see here. What's this now? I'm trying. Oh, it's Davey Croco Clips. Oh, the channel he put that on probably got taken down.
Probably.
So this is probably a re-upload if I had to guess. Where's Fate of Kings? I have no idea. Oh yeah. Oh, the Fate of Kings intro. Yeah. See, this is the original was the Fate of Kings intro. Yeah. Exactly. It's very true. Now I still might have done the music. May have. He might do something else, but I may have done the music for it. I did do another song, another version of Spooky Sunday. Let's see here. Now I'm interested, or kind of confused a little bit. Because I know I made one for him and he didn't like it as much, fine. So I did another one for him and he liked that one, so. Oh, man. All I can think about now is there's just the Midnight Crockpot, the Vanessa one, and Crime and Coffee with Croco. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. Let's see this. Here we go. This is something here. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is not my music, but... Or is it? Nope. Oh, whoops. Okay.
Hello,
good.
I'm Vincent Price.
Perfect. Here, this
I'm
is
here
it.
to introduce a new chilling series of classic ghost stories. There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man.
Throughout human history, people have reported seeing dark, shadowy, human-like figures stalking from afar.
Something forcefully took Dennis Martin off that hill. And nobody will talk about it.
Every fifth call I go on, I end up running across a set of stairs.
Hello.
That's a good one. Well, Fate of Kings does great work, that's for sure. Yeah. So, that's, yeah, I kind of miss him, that's for sure. He dropped off, but I get it. Sometimes you just have to do that.
Right.
For sure. So, let's see here.
Lumpy sing Fate of Kings for Bring Me into my shell and make me Edith.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Fate of Kings made her sing for the first time, and that was
That's
pretty
so
good.
Much fun, so
B Smiley says, oh, let's see here. Midnight Crockpot was my introduction to IT. Oh, right on. And around that time, he and IT did a stream with Croco. Yeah, it's true. I was on Davey's stream a handful of times, that's for sure. And he came on the show a couple times, for sure, on this side. And yeah, like once with Semper, and there's another time, but I can't can't exactly remember what that was for, but I'm pretty sure he was on twice at least. But, hey, Jim Enward, what's up, my man? And, let's see here. So let's see here. What else? This is as the bear turns. What's this here?
As the world turns.
Wow.
It's on. Hopefully it's on this computer. If any of you support any of these people that are against me and my family, like, you're doing something bad. I don't know how else to put that. There's nothing I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna come for you. I'll block you. But, like, you're doing something really bad. You see my trust. You see that I just read letters no matter what they say. I don't pre-screen my letters.
Okay, let's see here. Just want to see if I can find any of, Davey talking anyways. Regardless. I'm sure we can, I don't know, find some clips of Davey in the near future, but anyways, Davey, you're a good man. Let's see, I have another shot of tequila here. Because, why not? You pass your glass over. Your shot glass, I should say. Oh, my goodness. Well, I mean, it's wild news. It comes quick, these things, and unexpected, to say the least.
Right.
And, look, Davey was searching for the truth, and hopefully he found it, I'm not sure what's out there. I only know what I what I have faith in, but anyways, not sure if that's how faith works if I'm not 100% sure. There you go.
There you go.
Is that little thing of ginger ale around? Or do I have it? Let's see. You must have it down there. You can do your shot too. Did you do your shot already?
No.
Oh.
But I will. It's coming up.
More to Mr. Graco. Woohoo. Smooth.
Tequila.
Yes, smooth tequila. There we go. So, let's see here. Where are we at? How about we just go do the Midnight Crockpot? How about that? We listen to that. Take a little break there from chatting away. But one would have to find that song. There's too many songs on this list. I should have had it up already, that's for sure. I was going the wrong way. Okay. There we go. Thank goodness. Okay. Here,
I think somebody makes too many songs.
Yeah, right. That's right. Okay, so on that night, let's see here. Yeah, and that's okay. He said that. Let's see here. AJ says that he had his nose all busted and he teased him, but he got no ban. Exactly. Davey, he had people that would, kind of make fun of him, just because of his associations on the internet. I understand that. I get some of the same, on a lesser scale than Davey got, for sure. But, I get it, of what was going on. And sometimes he was very reactionary to it. But it worked out, I think, for him in the long run, because by interacting with those people in the way that he did, yes, it did give them some fuel, but at the same time, he was doing it in a way that was lighthearted. He was never too, he never got too mad about it. he was always kind of laughing and joking about it. So that was a very good way to deal with that, I think. As much as I always I would say to you when he would do it, I was like, oh no, Davey, don't interact, you know, and then you know, not, you know, just that's what was my opinion was, but not that I would ever say it to him because it's none of my business. But he did it, and it worked out for him, I think. But no, sure, AJ. But the truth is, you know, it was, you know, that was going on, and the way that Davey handled it, I thought was probably, you know, I mean, either you ignore it completely or you do it like that, I guess. I mean, it's pretty much the only options you have. So, but that's, you know, it comes with the internet, right? And especially, you know, he's there kind of calling people out, so you know, there's going to be retaliation. We all understand that, whatever we do on the internet, and he was willing to take that. So, but yeah, so the Midnight Crockpot, he got together with Wild Smile, who I don't know that much about, to be honest. Let's see here. Yeah, well, is Elle trying to go to the funeral? I didn't know that. Well, I'm sure that Elle should do a live stream and get people to, you know, figure that out, because I would definitely give a little donation to help, you know, to help out. Why not? Yeah, because, you know, I'm sure she's not.
Nice to be a fly in the wall.
Well, I mean, Elle was, you know, Davey's right-hand man, and, you know, always there, and, you know, anyways. So I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, perfect. Look, when my mind goes mushy, we go to the music. So this is the Midnight Crockpot, a show that he did with Wild Smile, which Wild Smile, very successful YouTube channel, mainstream in a way. I, again, don't know much about Wild Smile. I know he looks like he did have a couple of, you know, 20,000 or 30,000 subs. I don't know what that means, but anyways, the Midnight Crockpot. They asked me to do a song for them, and I did it. And anyways, enjoy. This is Wild Smile and Davey Crocco's show together there.
We got that late night feeling. It's exactly what you needed. You like what you're hearing, no need to fear it. The nighttime is the right time for the Midnight Crockpot. The Midnight Crockpot. The Midnight Crockpot. The Midnight Crockpot. All right. It's the Midnight Crockpot.
I forgot that was the shorter version of that song. I did put out a longer one that had a big long solo there, and I gave it to him. I don't think I posted it. I just gave it to him so we'd have some space to the end of his show. Right. Yeah, we did Mr. Deval Money, and let me see. I had to get this back up here. John Wayne says he thought that Davey got the best songs. I mean, I can't disagree. Some of my favorite ones have been for Davey, and that's for sure. That's just the way it went. It's just, you know, the type of content he was doing. It just kind of always needed a kind of like I don't know, a certain kind of darkness to it.
Right.
In a good way, like but not too dark. You know, you don't. And anyways, I agree. I feel like some of my better work was done for Davey, and I'm talking like my best work is behind me.
Yeah.
But it's not true.
No.
I'm just having a slow year so far.
It's been a long week. And
It's been a long
only
week.
Monday.
It's a long week and it's only Monday. Exactly. Do you know what? Now there's the next new country song I'll write for you. There you go.
There you go. I gave you that.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Indeed. Oh, look. Be Smiley. I don't think she will. Look, there's Elle's PayPal right there in the chat. Check that out, please. Thank you, Be Smiley. You know, yeah. Pikerus shows up. Yeah, you're right. That was your theme song, Pikerus. And you're lucky I'm not playing it here tonight, because if I were, you'd be passed away, and that's not cool, dude. I'm happy I'm not here playing your song tonight, talking about Pikerus, the first guy I talked to on Discord. You know, nice to see you, Pikerus. Yeah, that's awesome. Be Smiley. Thanks for that. And I'm sure if I see any for Davey family, I'm sure that I'll post it. I'm sure other people will post that for sure.
Right.
So yeah, like I've said, apparently on the 5th, the wedding is going to be streamed. The funeral. It's the funeral or weddings. It's either one or the other with these things. So, well, my mind is mush.
I understand that.
They understand. I know they understand. But the funeral will be streamed. It said on the internet on the 5th. I checked out the site or whatever, and
Right.
so that's different and pretty wild. So we'll keep an eye on that. But and yeah, some people were saying in the chat that the Midnight Crockpot, that people like that show. So that's good. Yeah, I listen to it sometimes, except it was on too late. Just the same problem with like Adonis,
Right.
and the way I catch the first half of Nightwave, you know, and then fall asleep. It's just on too late past my bedtime.
Yeah.
I'm an old man. Go to bed
It's
real
true.
early. Get up early. You know, milk the cows, that kind of thing. Make the breakfast. So, okay. Elle is Davey's right-hand man, this day and age. And she's, yeah, it sounds like she wants to go to Davey's funeral. And we'll, you know, Elle doesn't seem to be in the chat right at the moment. So I guess we can't really hear what she has to say about that. So we're just kind of directing how to give her money right now, which is, I'm sure she won't mind that either way. So,
But
yeah. But
that's
also,
who she is.
yeah, that's who she is, yeah. Elsa is a friend of the show's. That's for sure. So, oh, I believe Davey, I believe, was on Wheel of Fortune once. He was on the Wheel of Whimsy, we called it.
Sure.
Yeah, that was it. I just, you know, it just came to me because I couldn't remember earlier, so I'm just.
Oh, okay.
I knew he was on like
I was
the.
kind of wondering where.
No, I know it came into left field, but it just popped in my head. Semper and him were on for the first show, and for that, and then it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was.
Fair enough.
Anyways, again, mind mush. Right. So, hello, Fat Keck Boy. Yes, definitely a Croco OGL was, and is. So, let me think here. So there was, let me see, I guess I can play just the Crime and Coffee one and try to, just try to, you know, get my thoughts together here, and I'm not sure what else to say. I mean, you know, it's, when it's someone you've never met in real life, it's weird, you know, but it's been 4 years of talking to Davey, and,
Right.
you know, off and on, so it would be a lie to say that it doesn't, you know, affect you in a way.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah. I'm just not used to, other than Johnny Boston, I'm not used to losing people on the internet. And I'm a little numb after losing my father last week, so it's just, you'll have to excuse my disposition. So, I don't know, I don't remember if Davey asked me to do this for him, or if I just did it, I can't remember, because it was half and half with Davey, you know? There were sometimes he'd ask me to do stuff, and then sometimes I would do stuff. Inspiration, well, the very first song, the Davey Croco song that we played today, the first song I did for him, the lovely assistant told me I should do it because we'd been listening to Davey for a while now. Because no one gets a song out of me unless I've been listening to them for a while usually. And so we were listening to Davey for a while, and she had the idea that I should use the Davy Crockett sound, whatever, the Davy Crockett King of the Wild Frontier thing. And I just figured out a way to clip off the T at the end of Crockett and put a Croco. And yeah. And it worked, so thank you for that inspiration, which you do sometimes.
I try.
Oh, thanks, James. I appreciate that. I've been trying to, like I've said this already today, but I know I see some people got here late. So I try to keep some things separate, from the show. But at the same time, I'm learning that sometimes, I should probably let you guys know what's going on in some ways. But, anyways, you guys understand. And, but I appreciate that so much. Right on. Hey, will you take care there too, AJ? So, look, we're going to play one more, at least maybe two more songs. The two more songs I did for Davey. So I think I did 5, which is a lot. And this one, yeah. So this one's called Crime, Coffee, and Croco. Because it was Crime in the... Oh, my God. I forget the name of the show now. Let's see if it's... if I have the name on here. I think it was just Coffee with Croco in the mornings. Just Coffee with Croco, I believe. Okay, I have to excuse that. So, we'll play this one and come back and talk a little, and then we'll play the last one that really the show that never really took off, but I think it'll be a good one to end on for just kind of a Sonic thing. Anyways, enjoy this his morning show. That's true. He used to do shows in the morning quite a bit, and that was a good time for me to listen. Definitely while I was, after the little guy got on the bus and whatnot, and I was rolling for the day. So here's another one here, guys. Yeah. Whoop.
Very early in the morning, it's the perfect time for crime. Most people are fast asleep, but not the criminal mind. From serial killers to pickpocket thieves, from cold-blooded murderers to white-collar Ponzi schemes. 'Cause when there's crime before the coffee, something's gotta give. Call Detective Croco, get him on the case again. In a dark alley corner, or at a senator's house, we got the right man hunting him down. He's gonna figure it out. Doesn't matter if the case is cold, or if you were caught in the act. He's gonna flip all the criminal lies and turn out those facts. 'Cause when there's crime before the coffee, something's gotta give. Better call Detective Croco, get him on the case again. 'Cause when there's crime before the coffee, someone's gonna give. Call Detective Croco, get him on the case again. Something's gotta give. Better call Detective Croco, get him on the case again. 'Cause when there's crime before the coffee, someone's gonna give. Better call Detective Croco, get him on that case again.
Indeed. There we go. Yes, rest in peace, Davey Croco. That's fucked up, man. Way too young. It's crazy. Yeah, it doesn't seem right. Yeah, it doesn't seem right at all. Indeed. So, yeah. And so all the best to his family too. You know, I mean, I'm sure they're having a rough time down there in New York State, I believe, is where he's from. I don't think Rochester area. I don't believe it's doxing him now. I even could be wrong with that, but I thought he was down New York State.
Right.
But, anyways, so yeah, all the best to his family. To be honest, I'm trying to think if he ever mentioned if he had any brothers or sisters. I don't believe he said that one way or the other. But you know, we did speak enough that I should. Sometimes you do get to know those things with some people.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, he will be missed. That's for sure. And we hope. Yeah, hope that his family will do all right there. Definitely know what they're going through after the last week. It's not usually a time where you can say that so closely to someone losing someone. You know, I'm sure it's even never easy losing a son. That's for sure. Actually, to be honest, it feels probably worse. At least, you know, it was the other way around for me. So yeah, again, I start to ramble. My mind is mush, but that's all right. You know, you guys understand. So let me search for the last song we'll play here, just of the evening. Actually, just search that, and this way. Oh no, I don't have my hard drive plugged in here. What is that? Do you know what though? That won't be a problem.
No problem.
No problem. I'll just have to go to my channel because I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, pretty sure I have that. I'm back up here. Sorry, guys. Now I will have to ramble, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a show that I don't even know if it ever happened. Videos. Can you search? Yeah, I can search. There we go. No. It told me, let's see here. There we go. Which one was first? I think, no, you know what? Oh man, that was stupid of me. Sorry, guys. I'll play this one. The black and white one, because it's just, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's an instrumental song for Croco and Valentine. It was supposed to be a show that they were going to do together. She's a Australian girl, and yeah. So, anyways, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say, you know, before we take off, other than Hoax Wars. Let's see here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely, Davey. I'm not sure who whatever, how long you were doing whatever, but you guys definitely felt like, you know, a kinship. That's for sure. I definitely saw him around, and vice versa. That might be. I'm not sure if it was him. It was most likely him that alerted me to your existence, Hoax Wars.
Right.
Nice to see you, man. So, trying to think if there's anything else, because it's been 4 years of, you know, I mean, yeah, and it's not like we were chatting every day or did a show together, but like,
But still.
I mean, it's been a long time of every couple months, you know, he'd be like, hey, blah, 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 you know, come on here, or ask me about something, or do you know this guy, or, you know, there's sometimes a little gossip here and there, you know, what's going on with that guy, or do you know that guy? And, you know, like I said, Davey handled the internet well for what he was doing, because in the world of this kind of stuff, it's not always easy, because he was naming them. He was naming them, and you get people all riled up, and in a tizzy.
They didn't mind.
So, yeah. Do we do one more shot before we say goodnight and to Davey? Because, or is that one too many? I don't know. I don't
Do
think.
we have enough to go?
I dare say there's enough for.
Then you do all this stuff and I'm drinking.
Yeah.
You can take care of me.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe he's, I mean, in a better place. He did believe in God. We don't know the cause of his death, that's for sure, not yet.
Right.
No, not at all. I don't know any details myself. But, yeah. Yeah, he was, it seemed like he was God-fearing, so. That was the funny thing about being at a church service this weekend, was, I'm God-fearing person, believe in God, but I don't like church, or the organization. I'm sure that, and I don't usually say that out loud too often. I certainly wasn't saying it this weekend. I wasn't like that. But I mean, to you guys, I think you guys understand a little more. You don't. Has nothing to do with God as much as the religious organization.
As someone who's discovering she's not whatever you are.
What?
Believe in God?
You?
I fucking hate God.
She hates God. Not a fan. Yeah, that's fine.
And it was so weird to be grateful to this fucking thing that I hate.
Wow.
It was weird.
I understand when they're asking a lot of you.
Yes, there. Oh yeah, fuck him. He had troubles. Fuck him.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, it's not easy to accept, when they say, that God does everything for a reason, or he's in a better place now. He's with God. I know, but that's why they call it faith. You have to have faith that that's.
I don't. I lost the faith.
Don't you? We're gonna have to play the Bon Jovi song on repeat for you. You're gonna have to keep the faith. I will give me that. See now the show's just getting interesting.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that. It was weird to listen to a priest go on, and I didn't believe in anything he said. I was like, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
And I felt terrible. It's your poor father's thing.
Well, that has nothing. One has nothing. Has little to do with the other.
My
in
mind
that
got
way.
consumed on this crap that was being thrown at me.
Now, there's a fair point, right? Like when you're in this time of grieving and your mind isn't right, it's hard to concentrate. It's hard to accept those things in the moment, especially. Now maybe that's exactly the time to say those things, or to challenge. I don't know, or to let us know that just because we're feeling this way now, things actually are okay. But I know it's not easy to take that in and digest it in the moment, especially the way we're feeling. Yeah. So, exactly, Jim. Yeah, I mean, it's something. It's true. We still get one more Davey stream if they're doing it on the 5th from the funeral home. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, anyways, good Lord, what a week. Again, I'm saying this again, just for the record. I wasn't planning on doing any streams this week, because of my own family situation, and I came on the internet today, late this evening. I went to Discord or Twitter messages.
First mistake.
I went to both of those places, and felt just compelled to do this stream.
Oh, absolutely.
It actually felt like the perfect time, because it would be a lot harder if I wasn't going through my recent events with my father passing away. I don't know if it would be as easy to do the stream. The stream felt kind of more natural to do.
Right.
To be honest, just because of going through all this and then hearing about Davey, and it's just it is screwed up. He's way too young.
Wait.
but I had to come on because I know you guys. A lot of the people that watch this show watched Davey, or and vice versa, and knew that we had a relationship, and I don't know. I don't know why I felt compelled to do this, but this is, feels right. And we're finishing off the tequila. See now, I saved this last night. My brother was going to drink it all, but I said no. It's 2 a.m, and we don't need any more tequila in you, I said.
Exactly.
God bless. Oh, Dr. Cringe, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. That's not easy. Listen, I'll say this: if you have the chance to say goodbye, you're doing well. And I'll say this: I was lucky enough to have that chance. So, I feel like that's pretty much the best thing you can hope for, is to say goodbye, because so many people can't. And cheers to that. Cheers to you, Dr. Cringe. And Jim Enward. And Jim Enward. We just did the last of our tequila, Jim Enward, so that one, it's still in my throat. It's for you too, you Dr. Cringe. We're at that age, right? It's not easy. I lost my mom when I was in my early 20s. That wasn't easy either. And this was just a little different. It's just a little different. Anyways. But yeah, it's when you're older and you have to see them be in an age, that, and they get to the point where they're a little more helpless. It's not easy at all. And the last week was very hard. But, his kids were there. That's all that can be done, right? Cycle of life. Other than that, there's nothing that can be done. There's nothing stopping it. But God bless all. Anyways. So, on that note, let me see here. Yeah. I guess, the mind mush is setting in more.
Right.
And I should probably just, wrap that up. Right. Whether it's friends in real life, or friends on the internet, it's it's too bad, especially when Davey is so young. It's kind of crazy. But look, it was nice to once I heard, I felt compelled to come on here once I heard that. Basically, once we got the little guy to bed, because just wanted to chat with you guys that were in the chat, and was happy to see Elle here for for a little bit. And
for sure.
Man, yeah, it's fucked up. It's way more weirder than Johnny Boston, because it felt like we just got to know Johnny Boston.
Yeah.
We just started to get to know him, and then he passed away. With Davey, it's like,
we knew Davey.
Oh my God, it was just like so much so that I'm sure that I took him for granted the last few months or whatever it was, and just hadn't messaged him for a while. Or it's funny, I forgot to even look. I went back to our messages, and I didn't even look at the last one. I just scrolled up as far as I could just to see the first few, and it was just me getting him on the show, I think, or getting him. No, I was asking him. The first message I found on Discord, which probably would have been on the first would have been on Twitter, but on Discord, yeah, because his Twitter got banned, the first one that we were messaging on, obviously. Right. But it was asking him to do a voiceover for my show. That was the first message on Discord. Anyways, okay, well, I'm gonna end this on the show that never got played, or never. I don't think it did anyway. If it did, it was just a pilot episode. There was a couple of pilot episodes of Crocco and Valentine, but I mean, maybe they're still up. Good luck. But Anyways. So, let's see here. Oh, you're late. You're late, Yeti. So we're just paying tribute
Where?
to Davey Crocco, and a good friend, internet friend of the show here. And yeah, we went through all the, most of the content that I did for him. Other than we didn't play the Vox Day thing, or any of his content really. I mean, I don't know. To be honest, with all that happening, I really don't want to watch or listen to him talk right now because I'm scared of,
It was hard.
I'm doing good
seeing
here,
those
so
images of
I
him,
know,
so.
but I'm doing good here, so I'm not gonna push it. We'll save that for another time. So, on that note, look, yeah, and hey, Real Talk, how's it going, man? I don't think I'll be doing shows this week. You'll understand, I'm sure. But like I said, I had to come on here tonight, and thank you for being here, and
Right.
so much. So we'll be whatever is going on. We'll be watching. I'll post. Excuse me. I'll post a link and retweet and repost or whatever. Any of you guys post the links to the funeral stream service, and on the 5th, which I found, I think, in the Discord. So, look, guys, we'll be probably back in a week from today, Monday. I could probably give myself that much time and try to get back to her on a regular basis, I think.
Fair enough. Unless
I get compelled again for some reason, but hopefully not in this regard. If it is, it's hopefully it's some good old-fashioned internet drama. Hopefully someone's calling me some names and I have to defend myself.
Or you won $1 million and you're busy. Making your million.
That's it. That's going to happen.
Yeah. No.
Listen, so one more time we say, look, Davey Crocco, he was a good man. What can we say? He was always top shelf. I can't, anyways. So, look, guys, I'm sure it's just, it's a little weird right now, but I'm sure we'll remember remember more as the weeks go on and talk more about Davey. And, anyways, guys, thank you for hanging out so much. I appreciate it so much. And, yeah, Davey Crocco gone too soon. So we'll give a minute, a few seconds of silence here before we go on to the song there. So thanks, guys, for hanging out, and we'll be talking to you guys, very soon.